Hi guys, welcome back. So we're starting off with the base. I'm using my Revlon Photo Ready Skin Light in Bronze Light and my Maybelline Master Prime Primer in Blur and Illuminate, and I'm putting it all over my face. I love this combo together, especially right now with my skin being so dry because of the cold weather. So for eyes, for my base, I'm using the Urban Decay Primer Potion in Eden. This primer potion is extremely pigmented, so you don't need too much of it. 1 or 2 swipes will get the job done. And then I am setting that primer with my Laura Mercier translucent powder, just so there's no skipping in the eyeshadows. So for my first eyeshadow, I'm using my Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow in Sienna. I finally purchased it in single pan form, so happy. I love this eyeshadow so much, it's definitely in my top 3. So I'm using that in my crease, going back and forth in windshield wiper motions and also in circular motions. This eyeshadow is extremely pigmented, so it's smarter to go in with a little bit and just slowly build up the opacity of the eyeshadow. So next I am taking the BH Cosmetics Take Me to Brazil palette, and I'm taking that dark, or the lighter purple in the corner. Sorry guys, the eyeshadows don't have names. So I'm putting that in my outer crease and then dragging it into the inner. And you really want to make sure there is an even amount of product from the inner to the outer corner of the eye because we will cut the crease. And as you can see, I'm slowly building up the product. And then I'm going back with that Sigma brush and I'm blending the sienna color and that light purple together. And what you do to one eye, you want to make sure you do to the other. So next I'm using that darker purple in the Take Me to Brazil palette, and I am doing the same thing I did with the lighter purple in the outer corner, bringing it in, taking a brush, blending the colors together. It's always important to have that clean blending brush on hand so you can really blend out any harsh lines without adding product. That's how the eyeshadow looks get messy. Next, I am taking the Inglot Gel Liner in number 76. This is just a white gel liner. I love this eyeliner. I probably shouldn't have used it to do the half crease. It got a little messy. It took me a while to really get the line as sharp as possible, but I know that for next time, but it worked for now. I used the white, so the color that I put on the lid would be really bright, but nah, not again. So as you can see, kind of was a struggle here, but I got through it. And then I'm taking that shimmery iridescent purple at the bottom of the palette, and I'm putting that all over my lid. The good thing about the eyeshadow that you put on your lid, you can also clean up that line, which is what I'm doing. And then I am taking that darker purple and a blending brush, and I am slowly diffusing the line between the shimmery shade and the matte shade, so there's no harsh line. You really want it to look airbrush and flawless. And then I'm taking that darker purple again with an angled brush, a sharp one, and I'm adding a little more product above the cut of the crease. And this will also clean up the line if it got a little jagged or it has some skips in it. And then for my foundation, I am using the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless. I'm using the color Classic Tan, which is 335. Love this foundation. I've had it for so long. I was obsessed with it when I first got it over like a year ago. I stopped using it because I just, you move on to different products, but this is definitely a goodie. I wore it to a bar crawl last weekend and it lasted the entire day, which is over like 8 hours, so I definitely recommend this. And I'm stamping it into the skin to get as much coverage as possible. And you want to make sure you bring it down to your neck or onto your ears if you will be wearing your hair back, and definitely into your hairline. And the thing about this foundation is, well, with most foundations for me, they oxidize on my face because my skin is oily. So I have to go a little bit lighter, but once I'm done with all the product, it all comes together. So for concealer, I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Concealer in 3.75. This is a new purchase. I love it. It's so full coverage. It's very thick, so you don't need too much. Like, honestly, I still use too much here, but it worked out fine. I love the color. This is definitely a good product if you need your makeup to be flawless all day, which I also wore this to the bar crawl, and it was flawless all day. And then for my contour, I'm using the Black Opal True Color Stick as always in Black Walnut. And like I said in a few videos before, I think I'm going to go with a shade lighter just to get through the rest of these winter days until I get a tan, because it's a little dark, a little red for right now. And then I'm using my Real Technique sponge to blend everything out. Because this concealer is so thick, you really want to take your time and make sure it is fully blended or it will look cakey and it probably will crease. So take your time here. And then I'm flipping that sponge over and I am blending out that contour. And then to set my highlighted areas, I'm using my Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder. As you guys know, I do not bake. I don't like how it looks, so I simply just press it into the skin until it disappears, and that gives me a flawless look and my pores disappear. So then I'm skipping to eyeliner. I was kind of all over the place today, but it ended up being okay. My NYC liquid liner, I'm out of it. That was like my 8th bottle. So I'm using a new product, the e.l.f. liquid liner, and it worked out. It was pretty good. It wasn't my NYC, but it was good. It was drying up on me a little bit, but it was okay here because I didn't need some like massive winged liner, just something small. And I'm using another new product, which is the Galactic Skin Glow in Glamorous. I really just want to test it out. I like how that like wet highlighter look looks, especially with the summer coming up. I probably won't use as much powder, especially since my skin isn't as oily as it used to be. So I really liked how this looked, especially on the forehead. It really gave you that dewy look, which is nice. And you want to make sure you do a cream highlight when you haven't powdered your skin yet. So now I'm powdering my skin and making sure not to go over that cream highlight. And now to set my contour, I am using the Tarte Tarteous collab with Makeup Shayla contour kit, and I'm using the shade number 3. I kind of went in too hard. As you can see, it looked a little muddy. I had to keep blending it. This side ended up looking a lot better. So don't be like me, guys. Take your time and don't pick up too much product. And then for bronzer, I'm using the CoverGirl Queen Collection Bronzer in Ebony Bronze. And like I said, that contour was looking a little crazy, so I thought maybe cleaning up the bottom with that translucent powder would help it, and it did. So for blush, I'm using that same contour kit, and I'm using this soft undershaded pink, which I love. It's number 5 in the palette. It's really pretty. It goes with, honestly, all eye looks. And then I'm blending that powder away. And the star of the show, this Estee Lauder highlight, which I honestly thought was a myth. It's amazing. It's the Powder Jelly and Heat Wave, which most people know. It was out last year, 2 years ago. It sold out. It's limited edition. It's amazing. They finally relaunched it. I got my hands on it. I got it from Macy's. I think it's still available, so I would get it if I were you. And now I'm contouring my nose. And now for the lash line, I'm using that darker purple, and I'm stamping that product on my lower lash line, really trying to get as much product as possible because we will be blending it out. And using the sienna color, I'm blending that purple out, making sure to connect it in the outer crease. And then I wanted to be extra, do a little bit more, so I'm taking the Violet Voss glitter in the color Windy. I've never used this, but I've had it for a while. I really like how it turned out. I put it just in the inner corner for an extra pop. This little step would be really cute if you were doing like Carnival, or if you're going into any festivals this summer. It's really fun, it's really extra, it's very girly, it's cute. And then to line my lash line, I'm using the Maybelline Gel Liner in Black is Black. For lashes, I'm using the Lena lashes in the style Chloe, and while those dry, I'm moving on to my lips. So I started off with the ColourPop K-Pop, which is the collab with Karuchi, lip liner in K, which I love so much. And I think they relaunched her collab, so go and get this. And then for lips, I did use the ColourPop. I forgot the name of this liquid lipstick. It honestly doesn't matter because I didn't use it. It looked crazy with this eye look. So I took it off and I went with my trusty by Beauty Lush Lip Gloss in Rambutan, just for a nice nude lip because I want all the extraness to be on the eyes. I loved how this turned out. And now I'm putting on my lashes, blowing them a little bit to make sure they're nice and tacky. And these lashes are mink. So now I'm fixing my hair. I hope you guys enjoyed this look. Let me know what you want to see next. All the details of this look will be on my blog as always, beautywoo with 2ys.com. And please like and subscribe. Bye guys!